And I am headed to the VA. Unfortunately, the VA opens bright and early at 8 a.m., which means I also have to be there at 8 a.m. And I actually have to be there a little bit earlier today. It honestly feels so weird to be vlogging this early, because I am not a morning person. I usually don't talk before 8 a.m. to anyone. So the fact that I am vlogging at 7 o'clock in the morning just feels weird. I don't know how anyone functions this early in the morning willingly. Anyway, okay, because that car was going very slowly. I probably shouldn't be vlogging while I'm driving, but if I'm being honest, this is probably the most time this morning I'm going to have the opportunity to talk to you all, because once I get to the VA, I'm clocked in and I'm working. So yeah, just don't do as I say, not as I do, okay? Don't use your phone and drive, please. But yeah, like I was saying, it's about halfway through October, and I'm tired, y'all. I'm so tired. Actually, I should probably preface this video with just like explainer, because based on how I've been feeling lately, I am guessing that by the time this video goes up, I have not posted a video in a few weeks. And that is because I am so tired. These internship applications have just been kicking my ass. I'm just so stressed out, and because I'm so stressed out, my body is just drained of energy all the time. And so in the moments when I can get some rest, and I don't necessarily have to be working on something, I am taking that time to prioritize rest. And I'm trying not to like feel guilty for not like recording videos and posting content on YouTube and TikTok. But I just really need to make sure that I am taking care of myself right now. And so that for me looks like maybe not posting as frequently as I usually do. So I apologize in advance, or I'm apologizing now if it's been a while since I posted. But anyway, back to the present. I will say one of the only benefits of having to be at work before 8 a.m. Is that there's like barely any traffic on the road. Like my commute to the VA is not bad at all in terms of traffic, which I'm very grateful for, because y'all know New Jersey and New York traffic can get, well, maybe you don't know, but if you don't know, New Jersey and New York traffic can get really bad. And so I'm very grateful that my morning commute is as smooth as it is. And my afternoon commute too. Like my commute back home honestly isn't that bad either, depending on which route I take. But anyway, I'm going to finish my drive to work because I do feel really badly. Oh my god, is that rain? I hope that's not rain. Oh, I lied. As soon as I said that my commute hasn't been bad, I lied. I just hit a shit ton of traffic going over the bridge. What the hell is going on? There's usually never traffic on this bridge. What is happening? Oh, I'm gonna cry. I might not have time to stop and get coffee. Okay, anyway, yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna finish my drive. Oh, is there an accident? I'm gonna finish my drive. Hopefully I still have time to stop and get coffee before I have to be at the office. But I'll see y'all when I get to the office. Okay, bye. Yes. Thank you. I said no whipped cream. But I don't have time for them to fix it. Thank you, you too. Oh. I got my coffee, but they gave me whipped cream, and I asked for no whipped cream, but I don't have time to fix it. I know it's not a huge deal, and I can probably just scrape it off when I get there. But it's fine. It's fine. Okay, I'm almost to work. With a literal minute to spare, I made it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. wish I had time to orient you to my office, but I need to be on a video session with one of my patients in literally like 2 minutes. So I will be back later. Okay, I just finished my session and now I'm going to go into my group therapy session, which I co-facilitate with my supervisor. So yeah, at some point I'm going to be able to come back and talk to y'all. I promise. It's just my mornings are crazy here. But I'll be back really soon. I know, I'm coming.
Welcome back. So I see a lot of people here already.
Sure, yeah. So I guess just a couple of things administratively. So spread out and also based on our bookability and kind of our admin, all the different things we do taken into account and whatnot. So
Okay, I'm back. God, it was a really busy morning. It is 11 o'clock now. So, typically I would have a patient at 11, but the patient that I saw when I got in this morning, here it looks weird, but the patient that I saw when I got in this morning is the patient that I would normally see at 11 o'clock, but they reached out to me yesterday and asked if we could be earlier. Because they had a last minute schedule change with work. So that's why I had to get in a little bit earlier today, but I ended up not getting in earlier today because I sat in traffic for 20 minutes. It wasn't a car accident. There's just one of the lanes was closed because I guess they're doing some electrical work on the bridge. So that's what happened. But I did then have my group therapy session that, like I said, I co-facilitate with my supervisor. That's at 9 o'clock. And it's sorry, I'm like trying to multitask right now because I want to write my notes before I forget. It's a Vietnam veteran group, so all the guys are like on the older side, but I really enjoy facilitating this group. I love the guys. They're so funny, and they sort of like welcomed me with open arms into the group, and so it's just they're just like they're who whenever we're like not talking about the more serious stuff, and sometimes even when we are talking about the more serious stuff, they always find a way to like laugh and smile through it, and so it's just, for me, it's really nice facilitating this group. But yeah, so that happened at 9, and then at 10 I have a clinic-wide team meeting that I attend. I'm gonna have to like talk first and then write my note after. So at 10 we have a clinic-wide team meeting that we have through Teams. So that's what you saw me eating in because I didn't have time to eat when I got here. So yeah, I'm gonna finish some of my notes. And then I'm not really sure what I'm going to do for this 11 o'clock hour since I'm usually seeing a patient at this time. My lunch break is at 12. So maybe I'll find, there's always stuff for me to work on. So I'll probably work on internship application stuff instead. I'm so tired. And it doesn't help that it's cold. Oh, my office. So, actually, before I finish my notes, I can finish my notes later. They don't take me long to do. But I can show you my office because it's technically not my office, but just like the office that I use when I'm here. Because I'm only in the VA one day per week, like in person. And then the other day I work remotely. So on the day that I am here, I use the audiologist's office, which means yes, I am working out of a hospital room, literally. Like there's a hospital bed and everything, like the sink and the weight thing, and then all her gear over here to help people who need hearing aids and whatnot. And I don't know if y'all saw when I walked in, but like the walk from the main door to the clinic to where I work, the room I work out of, was very short. Like it is a small clinic. I think of the specialists that are available, the only ones that are here at this clinic are they have one nurse practitioner, I think 2 doctors, just like general doctors, like primaries, and then there's the audiologist, a podiatrist, and one other doctor that I can't remember right now. Oh, optometrist, I think that's all they have here. And then it's like 3 therapists, including myself. So very, very small clinic. So like I'm happy that I'm here and not at the main hospital. Because I went to the main hospital for orientation and it felt not chaotic, but there's always something going on, and like because it's a bigger, like it's the big main hospital, like there's always like announcements happening, and it was just a lot. So I'm glad that once I got here and realized like how small and sort of like cozy it is, it was just nice. So I will give you all a brief look out the window, because as you can see I have a very large window. I'll give you a look at my view, which I love, because I get to see the trees changing colors. But yeah, so yeah, this is the view out of my window. As you can see, I get to see the fall colors all day, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, so now I am actually going to finish my notes, and then I'll probably come back during my lunch break to talk a little bit more. Okay, I lied. I'm sorry. I absolutely did not come back during lunch. I actually got caught up and distracted and ended up working through my lunch, or most of it. And then I had supervision right after. So, and then after that, had 2 back-to-back sessions. So it's 4 p.m. It is 4 p.m. My work day is over. I've submitted all my notes for the day. Most people have left the office. If you weren't aware, most VAs close at 4 p.m. Our work day is 8 to 4, which is very nice. And so most people leave the office at 4. I'm actually hanging back today because I have a meeting with Student Disability Services at my school for a long explanation of a reason that I will tell you after my meeting. But for now, I have to go have that meeting and then I'm gonna head home. Okay, I'm home, obviously. I got home a while ago. It is now 5:47. I got home probably like shortly after 5. I needed to decompress. One thing I've noticed, yes, baby. Yes. One thing I have noticed about my days that I work for like my VA externship, like the day, I feel like this lighting looks so weird. Hold on. Oh, I don't know. I just look really yellow because of my lamp. One thing I have noticed on the days that I work for the VA, like the 2 days a week that I see my VA patients, is I feel so drained at the end of the day, like physically and mentally. And that's like beyond how drained I normally feel at the end of the day. But my VA days are just so busy and like full. Literally, like I'm doing something almost every hour between 8 and 4. And so by the time I get home on Thursdays, all I want to do is just like sit in silence for a while. And that's usually what I end up doing. If I don't end up like just putting on some sort of nonsense on the TV, like brain rot, then I just end up sitting in silence for a while just to give my brain like time to just like unwind. My brain feels, that's how I should, my brain feels tight at the end of the days I work the VA. Like it's all, I don't know. I hope that makes sense to you. This motion. This is what my brain feels like at the end of Thursdays and Fridays. And so on Thursdays, by the time I get home, I usually just sit here in silence for a bit. Like I said, at 4, I had a meeting with the Student Disabilities Office of my school because my students just had their midterm and all hell broke loose. I had one student who said she was supposed to have accommodations, but the day she went to take the exam at the testing center, they like turned her around because they like said she didn't have accommodations, and she was trying to tell them like she usually has accommodations, but that was a whole thing. And then because that was happening, the other of my students who have testing accommodations who were there didn't start their exam until 20 minutes after they were supposed to start, which means that they didn't have the full time that they were supposed to have to take the midterm in the testing center. So like 1 or 2 of the students got timed out of the exam because I wasn't aware that they had started 20 minutes late. So the exam closed when theoretically everyone was supposed to have been done taking the exam. And no one emailed me, no one from SCS emailed me to let me know that my students started their exam late and therefore I should add 20 minutes of time to the exam clock. So yeah, 2 of my students weren't able to finish their exam within the time limit. So I had to reopen their exams and it made them resubmit all their answers. And then I just had several students come up to me after the midterm was over and tell me that like they were just being like really sort of stonewalled by the people in the SCS office, and I told them that I would like have a meeting and advocate for them. So that's what that meeting was for. And I feel really glad that I had that meeting. I'm like playing with my lip balm. I feel really glad that I had that meeting. And I feel really glad that I was able to advocate for my students in that way. And I'm hoping that the information that I am able to bring back to them next week will be helpful for everyone for the final exam, because I don't want these kind of problems when the final exam comes. So yeah, that's what that was for. So now it's like 6 o'clock. I'm probably gonna work on internship applications for a bit, not for long, honestly, because I'm tired. I have all of my essays pretty much written. At this point, I'm just like revising them based on feedback I'm getting from my mentor and my faculty advisor. And I've entered all of my hours into time to track, and I've ported them over to the application. And if I'm probably gonna make like a full video about internship applications at some point, because I have a lot to say about internship applications. So if you don't like fully get what I'm referring to right now, it's fine. There will be a video in the future where I go over a bunch of things related to internship. But yeah, most of my, honestly, the vast majority of my application materials are done. Like all of my testing reports, my case summary. Like I said, my essays are done. I'm just revising them at this point. So really all there is left for me to do is write my cover letters, and that's the part I hate the most. I hate writing cover letters. They feel so fucking useless. So yeah, I'm probably gonna try to knock out one cover letter within the next hour, so that I can send it to my advisor and my mentor to review, make sure that my formatting and stuff, like the information I include, sounds good, and then I'll just use that cover letter as a template for the rest of my cover letters, all 15 of them. So yeah, I think this would be a good time to end the vlog. I'm sorry I wasn't able to record more today. I really did, in my head, vlogging today sounded like a really good idea, and it sounded like it would be really interesting. And then the minute I got to work, I realized I'm barely gonna have time to talk to the camera. So I apologize in advance for that. Oh my God. My cat has the zoomies right now. I apologize in advance that this probably wasn't as interesting as you would have liked, and as I thought it was gonna be, but yeah, hopefully it was interesting enough that you watched through to the end. Stop biting my foot. Anyway, so yeah, and also again, just thank you for being patient with me with uploading videos, not on a regular schedule right now. I promise, once internship applications are done, I will get back to regularly scheduled programming. So anyway, yeah, thank you for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. I truly appreciate it. Leave me a comment down below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. As always, like, share, and subscribe, and click that little notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. And I'll see you in my next one. Benito also says goodbye. Dude, can you, he's such a lazy, he doesn't even want to stand on, he doesn't want to stand on my lap right now. Oh, okay, and he's gone. All right, he says goodbye too.